we are going to learn about atmospheric pressure. Now, we all know that we are surrounded by atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Atmosphere is the layer of air. Layers of air. So we can say that we are living in the bottom of the ocean of air. बहुत सारी हवा है and we are living at the bottom. हमारे ऊपर सारे layers हैं. So now air has weight, right? That means that much of weight is being applied on the surface of the earth. It was measured and found out to be 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Newton per meter square. इतना प्रेशर है, या अगर आप कहिए कि दिस मच अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स इज अप्लाइड ऑन पर मीटर स्क्वायर ऑफ एरिया, राइट? नाउ दिस force is not being, this force is because of the weight of air. Now this force is not only being applied on the surface of earth but also on the things which are present on air. Thing क्या? हम भी वो thing है, आप भी वो thing है. This amount of force or this amount of pressure, if I say force, if I'll say 10 to the power of 5 Newton of force. If I'm saying pressure, I'll say 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. Pressure is being applied on anything or any substance which is on the earth. This pressure applied by the air on any of the substance present on the earth is known as the atmospheric pressure. Now, atmospheric pressure को देखने के कई तरीके हैं. To experience it in our daily life, very simple examples can be given. एक जो experimental, there's an experimental that also proof which I'm going to tell you first, and then I'll tell you the daily life experiences. Right? What was done? A can was taken. ठीक है? A can was taken and it was heated up. Right? तो इसमें क्या हो रहा था? A little bit of moisture was there, water was there, so the steam started coming out. Okay, the steam started coming out. Then you picked up the can from the flame हटा दी, and you quickly corked it up. उसको आपने बंद कर दिया, right? And the moment you closed it, you put it under a tap. तो इसमें पानी गिरने लग गया, right? The moment it was under water, what happened? This can was crumbled up. एकदम गुजड़ मुजड़ हो गया, crumbled up. Reason being, when you corked the can, the air inside it, the hot air inside it was trapped, right? And when you poured water on that, what happened is that the air inside, the hot air, it condenses and condenses and forms water. जब वो condense होके पानी बन गया, then that means there is a lack of air inside. Okay, when there's a lack of air, then the air outside tries to get in from all the sides. Okay, and hence it is crumbling it up. इसको दबा देता है हर तरफ से. This was an experimental verification. Now let us come to very easy ones, easy experiments. If you take a glass, देखो, it might look funny. It might look funny. You can have a good laugh, and you can stick it on your mouth like what? You can stick it, right? What is happening? It'll be good if you do it on your own, right? So what is happening here is that when you are putting this glass on your mouth, you are sucking in the air, right? When you suck in the air, there's a vacuum inside. So vacuum ho gaya, and the air from the surrounding, it is trying to get inside this glass, right? It is trying to get inside this glass, and what is happening? That this glass is sticking to my mouth, right? And if I have to leave it, if I want to get it out, ठीक है, तो हम क्या करते हैं? I just pass some air or let the air enter it. थोड़ा सा जगह बना दी, या हमने भी उसमें थोड़ा सा हवा फूंक दिया, so it comes out. That is, the pressure becomes equal and it is coming out, right? So this is a very very lively example. At home also उठाइए glass, चिपका के देखिए, बड़ा मजा आएगा. What you can do it, you stuck it and you ask your brother and sister to pull it. It will be very difficult to pull it out, right? So this is the pressure exerted by the air. Then the second example is, you all have used straw to drink your cold drinks, to drink any soft drinks. What do you do in the straw? Straw लगा के कहते हैं आओ cold drink आओ. No, this is not what you are doing. What you are doing is that you are sucking. आपने straw को लिया and you are sucking. When you suck the straw, what happens? The air present inside the straw, it is sucked in your mouth and a vacuum is created. And when the vacuum is created, the atmospheric pressure from the side, ठीक है, आपकी बॉटल है, आपका ग्लास है, बाकी तो फ्री सरफेस है ही है. Okay, so what is happening? The atmospheric pressure is being applied on the surface of the liquid. जब ऊपर vacuum हो गया है and the atmospheric pressure is all around, what happened? To fill up that vacuum, the cold drink, it rises up in the straw and you are able to drink it. So these are simple examples of atmospheric pressure. There are many more. For example, many a times if you have experienced that at very higher altitudes, mountains and all, पे जब बहुत higher altitude होता है, many a time the nose starts bleeding. Okay, the nose starts bleeding because the pressure on the mountain is less. क्यों less है? Because mountain एक height पे है. Okay, this is the, you can say, plains है, ठीक है, and this is the mountain. And the envelope of air is surrounding everyone. तो यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक, the layers of the air are comparatively lesser here. जब एयर यहाँ पे लेसर होगी तो प्रेशर भी कम हो जाएगा, the weight will of the air will reduce and the pressure will be low. So the outer pressure is low, but the internal pressure is high, and so to, you can say, equalize it, the fluid comes out. That is the nose, the bleeding, the blood comes out of your nose. Now, why the blood? You must have heard the word blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure. Now, blood pressure is the pressure of the blood with which it is flowing in our veins and arteries, right? Which is slightly more than the atmospheric pressure, right? Slightly more than the atmospheric pressure, and hence it balances the atmospheric pressure. हमारे ऊपर 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter का वेट या प्रेशर लग रहा है. टू बैलेंस इट, अगर हमारा ब्लड प्रेशर नहीं होता तो हम भी कुचड़ मुचड़ हो जाते हैं. सो टू बैलेंस इट, nature has given, God has given this type of system in the body that the blood pressure is slightly above the atmospheric pressure, and which balances the pressure of the atmosphere, and so we are very normal and we don't feel the pressure of the air, right? So this is why the blood starts gushing out, because upper pressure बहुत कम हो गया है. On hills the pressure is less because the layer of the air is less, and so the pressure is less. So at heights, at altitudes, what happens? Many a time the nose starts bleeding, right? अब बात आती है, for another example, astronauts. Have you seen any astronauts in Bermudas and t-shirts moving near the moon? No, they all are dressed up in astronautical suit, if I think I pronounced it correctly. So those suits are maintaining the pressure of the body. अब ऊपर जाते हैं, it's vacuum. There is no air, no pressure of air. Okay, so in that case, the body can burst. It will burst. If they are not wearing that suit, their body will definitely burst. But the suits are designed in such a way that the body pressure is maintained inside that suit. आपने देखा होगा in science fiction movies that when they come back, they are opening their हेलमेट, देखो आवाज आती, ऐसे आवाज आती है. ओके, सो दे आर रिलीजिंग द प्रेशर. तो अंदर उस सूट के प्रेशर को मेंटेन किया जाता है, एंड सो दे आर यूजिंग दोज सूट. सो दीज आर मेनी एग्जांपल्स फॉर डिस्क्राइबिंग द डेली presence of atmospheric pressure in our daily lives.